Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. On today's talk show, we are speaking to two intelligent ladies. We'll just take a while to wait for them to log in so that we can officially start. Yeah. Atoyin, if you can hear me, I'm going to invite you to join in. Hi, Ogonna, how are you doing? It's nice to hear from you. This talk show is about giving your business a voice, where you come on board and tell us more about yourself and what you do. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, Chidile.
Hi. How was your day?
Exhausting. Crazy day.
Okay. So, how is everything with you? And hope you're a bit relaxed now. Did you drink enough water?
I didn't
Yes.
even get time. I
You
didn't
look
get
so
time.
beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much, and you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't get time to do anything. I had to look for a place where I can stay and my kids won't disturb. So, but I'm here. Hey.
Good to have you here, really. So good to have you here.
Same here.
So this talk show is about businesses, and we have Toyin here who is doing a really marvelous job in the fashion industry, and she will be telling us about herself first of all, so that we get to know more about you, more like putting a face to the name of the brand, so we know who is behind the brand, and this will help um, people who want to contact you, like get to know you better and engage with your business. So, Tony, can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Toyin Okewo. I'm a wife, mother of two handsome boys. I'm a fashion designer. What else? I read sociology in school. Some way, somehow, I ended up in fashion. But that's what I've always wanted to do in my life. Like I knew I wanted to do that from JS1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And since JS1, you've had that. I remember where we went to the same school. Let me just give some hints here. And I mean, you were so into fashion then, and it's quite interesting to know that you took that line, as it's something that you've always wanted. When you told people around you, how was their reaction when you told them about your idea of going into fashion?
Well, at the time, it didn't seem lucrative. So, a lot of people just pitied me like, oh, you want to become a tailor. You want to become a tailor. Okay, well, good luck to you on that part. So it wasn't lucrative at the time, and people were not. It didn't make sense to a lot of people. Um, some people supported me, but in the real sense of it, there was no pathway to achieving it. Like when I was in secondary school, I think it wasn't something everybody wanted to become a doctor, a lawyer, and all of that,
Those
and
kind of things.
there was a pathway, to achieving all that. But for you to become a fashion designer, there was no pathway. The only thing that people could think about is going abroad to school. That is probably London School of Fashion or go to Paris or Italy or all that. But in the real sense of it, there was no pathway. So somewhere in the middle, you just know that it's either that is what you want to do, or whether God is going to help you or you're going to find your way. Either of the two.
Oh, that's cool. At least I'm happy that you, with the collections of, most of your collections that I've seen on Instagram are really, really beautiful. And come to think of it, you are going to tell us more about your designs. Like, how do you make them so unique? Like, how did this creativity come up in your brain and you then put it on clothing and they look so bam bam? I don't know how else to put the English.
To be honest, I don't know.
But really, just
Seriously,
give
to
us
be
some
honest.
insight on how this creativity comes up in your mind and how you just put them up there.
Okay, initially when I started, I started, you know, wanting to design for children. That was what I wanted to do. So I watched the owner of Rough and Tumble in GSS1. You know, she was an outcast, and I, I, she was so pretty. And then she came to the show with her kids, outcast too. I don't know what outcast, the outcast, you know, and I just saw her. She was so beautiful, and I couldn't imagine that she was making clothes. Like, it was crazy. So that was just when I got into the university, I went to her store in Ikeja. I didn't tell anybody where I was going. I don't even know how I got the transport. I left my house. I went to her store in Ikeja. I went into her store, and my it took, my breath was taken away. Like, I couldn't believe like these things were produced in Nigeria, you know. And then I spoke to someone. I asked to see her. I went to her office, and they're like, "Oh, do you have an appointment?" I said, "No, I just want to see her." And so she's not around. Blah blah blah. So that was how I started. Fortunately for me, during my youth service, I served in Lagos, and I found my way to serve there. That time, at that point in time, I still wanted to sew for kids, but I went for a program years later. And the lady, it was a program organized by Covenant Christian Center. It's called Platform. It's quite popular in Nigeria here. So one of the lady they invited, you know, was making a speech, and then in between she just paused and said, "Oh, by the way, what I'm wearing is made in Nigeria." And I was blown away. Like, you know, she turned around, flipped her hair and everything, and you know, it stuck in my head. I couldn't get over it. And at that point in time, I was already working, so I wear a lot of corporate dresses. So my interest just switched, and then I will now take my own clothes, look at them, turn it, you know, inside out and all of that. So 2020, I decided to do a collection. It was a casual collection, just to have something going during the lockdown. But I spoke to my mentor that same 2020, and she told me that if you don't bring out your own designs, you will no different from a regular tailor. So she asked me to do a collection, and then I I didn't want to do it. I was scared. I don't know how I was going to do it. And then I decided I was going to do it in a space of like 2 weeks. I started looking for I spent 1 week looking for a model. And after I found the model, I said, okay, that same week I found my model, I went to the market. I bought fabric, seriously. I bought fabric before I started
Yeah.
designing. I got fabric. And then I told I took a date. Like, I just knew I wanted to launch on that date. And I didn't really have any designs, to be honest. I won't lie to you. So I started sketching, did some little sketching. By the time I finished sketching, out of everything I did, only 2 designs made sense. But I already had my tailor on ground. I'd already stopped work coming in for. I said I wasn't going to take any outside work for a week. So my tailor was on ground, and he has to make money. So that means I need to design,
Okay.
and he needs to sew. And I almost died.
It's like you put pressure on yourself that you must do this.
to
If you really want to
do
make
it.
it, you must.
So, but to be honest, it's just divine inspiration. So my tailor is sewing, is sewing one, and he has to sew something next,
Yeah,
and I have to come up with a design, and then I did,
that's good.
and that's how it came.
So now that you have like different designs, like are they in a collection, and what are the names of these collections that you have on ground?
Okay, so far 3 collections. Did one in 2020. That was a casual wear collection. What's the name? Loungewear. I think
Loungewear.
chill and lounge. I think loungewear. So that was the color collection. I did one last year, November. That was the Iconic Woman collection, and then one this year. I think I launched in July, and that's the Capital collection. So 3 collections altogether.
Okay, and these collections are still running, or is it only like are you thinking of going back to make these collections if people decide that they want this, and how do you want to go about it? Like, you want to make in bulk, or do you want to make in per orders? Like, depends on Like, what's in your head? Yeah.
Okay, so initially, um, I didn't have the capital to do a ready to wear, like produce down. You get, I didn't have, and I was working with a coach at the time, and my coach would always tell me, start from where you are. You can't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start from where you are. So, um, for him telling me start from where you are, I had to like think of what to do. Okay, so sorry. All right.
Are you thinking of going into bulk production,
Okay, you're
or
asking me like,
how are you
okay,
going to
so
run the collections? Like, what's in your
okay, so
brain? What's in
initially
your
you will
head?
start from where you are. So
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to do was to make ready to wear, have everything produced down, have people like buy the same day. But I didn't have the capital from there for to be able to do that. So starting from where you are is running with the resources that you have. So I said, okay, what I was going to do is when people order, I would make like a sample, a prototype. I'll get it on a model, and when people see it when they order, then I can reproduce. So for the first collection, I didn't have money, and then I did like the first one. So it was crazy that when people order for an outfit, I go to the market to get the fabric.
Yeah.
Like I would always, every week, I was always going. I didn't even know it was going to sell. Like I
Yeah.
just wanted to do something. So I'd always go to the market and then get the fabric. But for this one, for everything that I have in my collection, I have the fabric stock. Well, thank God we sold from the last collection.
Yeah.
So the good thing is that I reproduce. I have the fabric. I have my sizes. I have the fabric, but I don't produce in bulk. When you order, I reproduce for you. And before I did it reluctantly, thinking it was a disadvantage. You get thinking it was a disadvantage. If I had money, I would have done it the other way. But now it has turned to be an advantage because people can get to modify any outfit.
Exactly.
You can decide whatever, you can change the color, you can change the sleeve, you can decide whether you want lining or you don't want, anyhow you want. In fact, you can take the top of one and the sleeve of one and the leg of one and join it together. Do you get? So
Yes.
then you can do that. Then the advantage of that is I can always reproduce. So I don't have everything down. If you ask for anything from the first collection, I can reproduce for you. But the amazing thing, for some reason, I was drawn to just plain fabric, and it has helped me a lot. If I was, using printed fabric, I won't be able to reprint. I won't be able to find that print in the market when anybody order. But because they are just plain colors, even if you order from 1960, I can reproduce for you.
So you're playing it safe. That's what it means. And now let's stick on this idea of you customizing, because using the head and the leg and the middle of every other type of design is like customizing according to what that customer needs. How does this fit into sustainability? Because now we're talking about sustainable fashion. Yeah, sustainable fashion in the sense that you don't want to waste too much materials, you don't want to overproduce and not sell, because if you look at the fashion industry, we've had like so much waste coming out of the fashion industry. So
Sure.
how does your own idea of production fit into the sustainability fashion?
Well, I call myself a baby designer. I'm not a big designer.
But
I'm
you're
just
a pretty
starting.
big designer because your designs are wow, really.
I,
And
am am
if you
I?
don't know Toyin Shaw, you need to go follow her on Toyin Shaw. It's spelled TOYNSHAW, right?
Yes, yes.
Official. O double
TOYNS.
F I C I A L. To ensure official. Go follow her if you don't know about her designs. And we're going to put out some of our collections also on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. It's coming up soon on Ogalede. So if you've not subscribed, make sure you do so. Please, Toyin, tell us, how do you do this? Because you cannot tell me you're a baby designer. You're not baby designer at all. Do you see your
Honestly,
designs? Or you
I'm
need
serious.
another eye to see your designs?
I'm serious. I'm a baby designer. And that's just the truth. Okay. I'm taking it a day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have everything figured out right
Yeah.
now. So I have dreams, I have what I want to do, but for the level that I'm working with that level. It's becoming more tasking because it's getting crazier by the day now. Like, you know, I told you how my day went already.
Yeah.
It's getting crazier by the day. So really, to be honest, my style won't be sustainable very soon. Like, I don't think by the end of this year I'll be able to run the way I'm running now. Okay, I have to do something about it. But because I'm taking everything, I don't have everything figured out. So it's a day at a time, a step. As demands are coming, as you know, everything is changing. I'm trying to adapt. I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying to project. I'm trying to, you know, look at everything holistically and then try to make better decisions, better plans. So for now, because, well, let me say now, like maybe since like a month ago, but before a month ago, orders were not regular. You don't have like, you know, orders to for some, you can go some days without order. And I have staff that I need to pay. So I just need to keep on running. You understand? So anything that comes, I'm ready. I take it just so I can keep running. But it's getting to that time where, you know, I won't be able to. Even now, I started doing small shakara. I won't like anything you don't want outside my collection, it's going to cost you more because it's going to stress us more. You get, so for the extra stress, it's going to cost more. But you know, when you order from the collection, it's just straightforward, and then we can't really run on that. So very soon it's going to face out. So enjoy it while it lasts.
This is like telling you this collection that is so on board right now. You need to go check it out on her page and then pick up the one that you want. And keep in mind that if you want to customize, you will pay Jara on top because it is tasking. And one thing that is for sure is Tony is going to deliver. That's for sure. Like we have, let's go through some of the comments. We have Braids by Tutu. She said, that's smart of you. So you can imagine. You're really doing well to go as you are going. You're doing fine. Then Hey Bams said, my personal person, she is so blessed at Tony Shaw. Yes, Ke. She's really blessed though. Keep it coming in. If you have questions for Tony Shaw, please write it in the comment section and we will take it up from there. So Tony, where can we find you? Where is your location and how can we find you if they want to contact you to like ask about your collections and...
Sorry, call came in. Can you repeat that, please?
The question is, where can we find you? Where is your location of your business? Although I know we can meet you on the Instagram, social media. Do you have other handle pages as well?
I'm selling on another man's land. This is.
Did you hear what I asked?
Yeah, I did. I did. Can
Sorry?
you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Please go on.
Okay, so I'm selling on another man's land. Like that's what I tell myself. I'm selling on another man's land because Instagram. If Instagram should close down today, I'm in trouble. But I try to like get everybody's contact. So for now, we would like to get a website, but we don't have that for now. I before Instagram was like even like a last resort. I didn't even know that people could make money from Instagram. So when I started initially, what I would do is I would just, you know, talk to people. I started in Lagos, you know, and then moved to Abuja. So right now we're in Abuja. We have I wouldn't call it a store. It's a production house because it's not fancy, but we make pretty things from here. So I'll call it a production house. We have a physical site. But initially, I would always like go speak to people. When we moved to Abuja, my husband would speak to a lot of his colleagues who try and market me. I would go to anywhere you have any program, interesting program that I think I would find customer there, like Transcorp, the rest. I would just speak to people in the supermarkets, talk to people. I did all that. I got the followers, but I wouldn't say that. Maybe I wouldn't say that converted to anything. Like really, to me. A lot of that. I tried a little bit of WhatsApp. It's not really converting. I would say it converted, but it's not big deal. So basically for now on Instagram, we're going to get a website soon. Also, they are working on ADK. It's a platform where you can sell. There's another Africare. We're talking with them right now. Africare, it's an African, they sell African products all over the world. It's online store. They're based in Paris. So they sell African products all over the world. That is we're talking to them. That is in the pipeline. So ADK, Africare, and Instagram for now. And WhatsApp. And word of mouth. Yeah, word of mouth.
Word of mouth is powerful. So we have a question from Heybams. Heybams says, can you tell us how you manage your time as a mother of two and a great fashion designer?
I don't know.
You have to tell us how you're getting all these strengths.
Okay, so the amazing thing is that for now, my studio is my BQ. Okay, I use our BQ for the studio. I didn't want to, but I was working with a coach at the time, and my coach would always tell me, start from where you are, and whatever you want to do, use the resources you have with you. Don't spend any money. If you look deep enough, you will find what you have around you useful. So I took the BQ reluctantly, and I just wanted a nice place outside my home, a fancy place where people can walk to, working, beautiful and all of that, and all of that. But I took the BQ reluctantly, and it has been the most blessing so far, biggest blessing so far, no doubt. That is the magic. I'm able to run my family. I'm able to, I can do everything because I work from home. You understand? Nothing is lacking. Nothing is lacking. For now, I do all the pattern, all the cutting. Yes, I do that. I know it's crazy. I do everything. I don't sew. I do everything apart from sewing. So it's really crazy. But having my studio at the back of my house has been the biggest blessing. It helps me juggle everything I need to do perfectly for now, because now it's getting tougher.
Well, as it gets tougher, you get more strength to do more things, because how would you challenge yourself if these things don't come up? And the good part of it is that you're actually seeing the benefit of what you're doing. Your effort is paying off. So kudos to you, girl. You're doing really, really well as a fashion designer, and we really want to see more of you. And don't forget, as I said, to follow Toyin Shaw. And also don't forget to follow Ogalady as well, because we'll be bringing to you talk shows on different fashion businesses and fashion lines, and telling you about how they are running their businesses. So, yeah, Hebams says thank you for telling us about how you run your business and your family, because we know definitely it's not so easy. Yes, her network is fluctuating, but I guess would make out something out of this. Tony, can you still hear us? If you have a question for her, please drop it in the comment section. She is located in Abuja, and you can always reach her on Instagram at Toyin Shaw Official, TOYNSHAW Official on Instagram. We lost you for a bit because I think you're having network issues.
Sorry.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Awesome.
You already told us the names of your collections, and which one is available right now? Capital, or is there any other one that you're thinking of? And how long is the sale for Capital going to last?
As long as there is fabric, no sale is ending. We are selling. We're in business. Business is running. Not ending.
Business is running. You can hear that, everybody.
Business is running. So because we're small and we're just growing, people are just getting to discover us. So I think when we did the Iconic Women collection, I think we had like from that we were like almost 3,000, if not 3,000. You understand? So people are just getting to discover us. People are just getting to discover our designs. People are just getting to discover our work. So people are fascinated. I don't know how. Give glory to God. And people are ordering. Like right now, I'm juggling between Iconic and and Capital Collection. Initially, when the when the Capital came, I had like the regular followers, and they just wanted something new. But now I have
Yeah.
new followers, and everything is new to them, so they're just ordering.
Yeah. Well, I think you need a database for all this right now. So as you're growing, you also have to input the informations, and all these data are very important as well. So kudos, girl, for your work. And would you have something to tell our audience, like around the business of fashion? How you think to encourage someone out there also who is starting small and maybe finding it difficult? What would be your message for them?
When I was about to start, I felt that there were a lot of designers. Like, I felt they were already too much. I felt the space was filled up, crowded. No need, no space. Don't bother. Just find something else to do. And for a long time, that kept me down. I didn't even know I didn't even know I had it in me. But it has always been there. So I felt that coming into this space is just one more extra crowd. I didn't think that there was space for me, but what I've realized is there's space for everybody. Even the ones that are coming next 10 years, there's space for you. Your market is there, your people are there, your crowd are there. Everybody has an identity, and then your designs are unique to you, and your designs appeal to some set of people. You can't appeal to everybody. Some are drawn to your personality, some are just in love with your design. So you have your crowd, you have your people, you have people that are drawn towards the things that you do. So don't be discouraged. What that's another story for another day, what I've been through. But really, hold on. Don't let anything discourage you. Seriously, you are the one. You are the one that can discourage yourself. Everything lies with you. Whatever you have in your heart, pursue. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to stay. You have to pray. You have to believe. Then you have to seek help. That has really helped me. I did during the lockdown 2020. All this Insta life and all of that. I stumbled on Jimmy Tewe, and I attended one of his class, Exponential program. Is it Exponential? Yeah, that he did. And then I just realized that everybody needs a coach. Nobody knows it all. You need somebody to speak to you. And after that ended, I went to get a personal coach. And sorry, all the magic that you have been saying, it was after I got a personal coach. So you don't know it all. You really don't know it all. You need people to speak to you. Some people can see more than you can see. Some people can even see your inside your soul. You that you have the soul that is inside, you can't see it. And they can push you, they can guide you, they can, pray along with you. So those are the things that helped me so far.
So you've all heard this, and you need a personal coach. You need to go out there to seek help. You need that encouragement from other people as well as your own encouragement. Tony Shaw has said it all. Thank you so much, Tony Okeowo. And I'm so happy that you're able to make it to today's talk show. And it has been so inspiring. Okay, you see, I'm not just the only one who is saying this. Even Braids by Tutu also said, I'm in love with you and your design, T-Baby. Here you see. And Namdi P gives you, it's just clapping for you and says, well said. So you're really on board. And with time, you would definitely go far, very, very far. That I'm sure about. Yeah. One last question. Do you usually say if you have some fashion shows, are you available to attend some of these fashion shows to display your work, even if it's not the current one, but just your collections, so that people know you? Because the more you put yourself out there, you get more recognition of your work. And how do you think you can go about that as well?
Okay, it's something I would love to do. It's something I've dreamt of while I was dreaming of being a fashion designer. And those were the things I used to watch. Those were things that inspired me while growing up. But one time I heard something. I heard that Okay, so I got discouraged at some point because someone told me, someone that has done fashion show in the past told me that, oh, all the people, all the models that used to wear all these dresses, and they used to be inside one room at the back naked. They didn't used to wear
Oh,
anything.
oh
Both boys
no.
and girls.
Oh,
I'm like, what? You have boys and girls together and you're naked? And he said, yes. That everybody just doing their business. You just throw on some dress, walk out, and run. I'm like, oh, I don't.
I don't think it's all fashion shows that does that.
I don't want to. Yeah. So but those the very big ones, the very very big ones, that is how it is. So that just got me discouraged. And everybody don't need to follow the same path. Everybody they have their different paths. They have you don't have there's no one way. There's no hard and fast routes
Yeah.
to these things. It's something I would like. My dresses are decent. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, of
So
course.
if
I have eyes. I've noticed them, and they're really, really beautiful. That's what I'm saying. They're really beautiful, and they're unique in their own style.
thank you.
That's also what I love about it.
So if
Yeah.
there's a platform, where I know I can create my own platform, I don't have to wait. But if there's a platform, where you can do things in a modest way, of course, I'm open to it.
Okay. Thank you so, so much, and keep uh keep up with what you're doing, and we will definitely get back to you to like do a follow up as well, because we're putting out some of your collections that we have out there for people to see for themselves. This we will publish on our YouTube channel and also on our website for most of our community members to also see. And if you're available, you could also join our community on the Telegram. We're building a community of fashion designers, of stylists, of people in the fashion business. It doesn't matter which area of the fashion business where you lie, so long as you're creative enough and you have your own unique taste, because everyone is unique, just like you said, and the moment you can find your part and build on it, we're all there to support each other to grow and to put it out there, because there's so much more that each of us has that we can offer the world. So thank you all for joining in our talk show today. Stay tuned for the next talk show coming up. Thank you so much, Toyin, for
Thank you. I've
making
not
it
had the time to
to
say
today's
thank you.
talk show. Really happy to see you as well. It's been a long time.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. I want to say thank you. This is like my first interlife. Yay!
Yay! And we made it.
I mean,
And you
seriously.
were spectacular, girl. So
Oh,
yeah,
thank
thumbs
you. I'm
up
so
for you.
scared.
Yeah, and more
Thank
is
you.
coming on the way, that's for
Thank
sure.
you, thank you, thank you for having me. I'm grateful. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Thank you all for joining in, and stay tuned to the next one. I remain your girl Chinelo Ntago, aka Ogalady. Please follow us on Ogalady Official as well. Go follow Toyin Shaw. And if you have any questions or if you need more information on her brand or her collections, you could also write me or go directly to her and ask her. I'm sure she will be able to give you all the information that you need. You can see for yourself, she's a very lovely person. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you in the next edition of Let's Get to Know You. Thank you and peace out.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Thank you. Bye. Take care.